This is David Lynn, and you are watching Taco Talk. This is my first Taco Talk live stream on my second channel, and while my main channel is resting for the month of May, I'm going to try to see what I can do with my backup channel, and I will be posting some videos and some shorts, and I'll be doing a few live streams here and there, and of course I'll be posting on the community wall. So just wanted to get this one going, and thank my supporters. And I'm a few minutes early, so just wanted to get the stream up and running.
Are you on now?
Yep. Oh, Lord. Now I know what it is to feel lonely. Oh, boy. Hello, Melinda Elliott. How are you doing? Thank you for the thumb. Now I have to go back through the process of giving everybody standard moderator. So your next comment, you should see it turns blue. Thank you for coming. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on tonight when a few more people come in. But thank you for coming, Melinda. I've been enjoying your driving videos. I've left you comments on a few of them. And I've been enjoying them. I love driving videos. I sometimes think about making them, but I haven't done that. Hope you had a good week. I'm looking forward to the weekend. So I have 3 more weeks of school, 3 more weeks of work, and then I'm out for the summer. 3 more weeks. And man, the kids at school are horrible right now. They are really misbehaving. The school principal is retiring. She's taking days. She was out yesterday. She's out today. She was out last Friday. And in 2 years, I haven't had one absence that wasn't school related. You know, like going to a training or whatever. I haven't missed any days. You would think that would garner me some appreciation. So I anticipate a few more people coming in. I was supposed to start at 7. I said start at 7. I started about 10 minutes early. I've never done a live stream on my backup channel, and it's a small channel, so I didn't know whether I would be allowed to do a regular stream or not. So I guess I am. And just got it set up, and then I said, well, I'll start it. You know. So it started about 10 minutes early. And you're the first person, I guess, that came in. And I do appreciate you coming in. So I got a couple of text messages from Joseph Moore. He got my box, which is a follow-up box that is like my thank you for the box he sent me from Amazon, which was an emergency kit with a nice backpack. And I call it the retaliatory box. And so that's twice I've sent him something. He was I think it was twice I sent him something. I'd have to look back. I don't know. I can't keep track of it. My mind is not what it used to be. Enrique Trevino, welcome, young sir. And I was telling Melinda, oh God, now I have to add everybody back as standard moderators. But I'm going to be a little bit, what would you say? I'm going to be a little bit more choosy about who gets moderators. I had been giving out standard moderator to anybody who shows up. And a lot of them, they got their standard moderator, so now they can just basically, you know, they can basically lurk around and not not say anything. Well, basically, Enrique, is if you are a creator, in other words, if you use your channel to do shorts and to do videos or to live stream and to do posts and everything, community wall posts and such, and you're wanting to grow your channel, then you would want to reach out to other channels. And when you reach out to other channels, you go into a larger channel and you start reaching out to people that follow that channel. Excuse me. You start reaching out to people who follow that channel, identifying yourself as a friend and subscribing them and watching some of their videos, and then hopefully leaving comments, likes, and then hopefully they do the same thing for you, and then you pick up subscribers. I understand. But that's basically what you're doing is that's how you get going. When I started my YouTube channel, and it's been, I don't know, 7 years. I originally wasn't creating content. It's like you, I wasn't creating content. And then I was being encouraged to create content. I followed a lot of what they call ration channels, the military ration channels. They call them ration channels. And I would watch their videos. And then, I would buy rations, and I was into prepping and such because I got back into that after Hurricane Harvey came through and we were without power, and water was not working, no power for a period of about a week. The last year before I retired. And I missed the entire first week of school after I missed the entire first week of school when that happened. And because I was working in a smaller district. And where I was working at, they had power. Victoria did not have power. You're funny. You're funny. I'm not talking about rational or ration. I'm talking about food, like military food. And you I'm sure you know that. You just, But I started collecting emergency meals and freeze-dried food and canned food and bottled water, and I got some solar panels and batteries, and started um, um, a 12-volt refrigerator freezer. So if the power did go out, I could power a small refrigerator, compressor-driven refrigerator, and I just started, and then I started, remembering my training from Boy Scouts and everything. Hello, pre-retirement days. I starting to live stream on my second channel, my backup channel. Now I'm gonna have to go give out blue wrenches again. But I am going to be discriminatory who gets a blue wrench. You should find your next comment pre-retirement will be blue, because I just gave you standard moderator. And I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate the like. I'm letting my main channel rest for a month. It was recommended that I do so. It was recommended that I do so. Hey, I hear you. I hear you about, names and such. There's an old boy whose name is David Lynn. I changed my channel and added to my channel because his channel is bigger than mine. He probably has about 30,000 followers, subscribers. He's a street pastor, black guy, younger than I am, so I was David Lynn before he was. But on YouTube, he has me beat. So I changed my name and added some stuff to it so that it does. You go look for David Lynn, you got an option. It doesn't just automatically pull him up. And that's the reason why I did what I did with the, and I chose the prepper principal because I was a principal, or I was an administrator for 23 years of my career, 23 of my 30 plus year career. And I prep. So I said, David Lynn, prepper principal. I decided to say the prepper principal, So that's how I got that one. And then when I was a kid, I was in the Scouts. Uncle Al. Uncle Al, I'm having to go back and add people as moderators. I just added you as a moderator. And I would be very discriminatory as to who gets blue wrenches now. Is Little Lone Prepper here? I didn't see her in my... You here, Little Lone Prepper? Oh, here you are. Good Lord, I missed you. You only made one comment. Sorry. Let me give you your standard moderator. All right, Little Lone Prepper, you are now a standard moderator. And I'm going to be a little discriminatory about who I give standard moderator to this time. So as we're getting into this, and I don't know how many more people will come in or not, but Uncle Al sent me some good material for a subject. He oftentimes sends me material for topics. I really appreciate it. He's a good mentor to me. And, we're similar in age. I think he might have a year or two on me, but we're about, but when it comes to these topics, he's got me on most of these topics. So today we're going to talk about the Summer of Love 2.5. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Summer of Love? Yeah, I'm being selective. Thank you. Good word to use, selective. A lot of people react differently. Most are complaining and whining, talking about the topic for tonight. Trump is correcting the economy and the military mess caused by Biden. That's a good topic. That's a good topic, Enrique. Having a family plan. Does everybody know where you get together, where you meet up? Does everybody know what the plan is. Where are they going? You know, do you know who the second in command is? Um, you know, you got to practice this stuff. Everybody's got a role. What's your role? But we'll talk about that more a little later on. Let me get through what Uncle Al provided me. So Trump is trying to correct the economy, and the economy is doing a little better. The military mess, we're trying to put together what we need to do for the military. You need a strong military, but not necessarily that you're, wanting to invade people, but you want to have a strong military that defends you. Our Navy has been the police of the seas, and we need more ships to do what we've traditionally been doing. We've decreased the size of our Navy, and we need to grow it back larger so that we can have more ships to be out on patrol. Because you say, oh well, we have a 300 ship Navy or whatever. Well, they're not all out at the seas. I mean, a lot of them are in dock. A lot of them are being repaired, or they're being upgraded. They're being, you can't just automatically send out the entire Navy. It's like a rotation. Thank you, 5 watching, 7 likes. So he's trying to straighten out what 4 years of Biden did. Trump is. So for the next year to 2.5 years, the USA is going to be going through this. The U.S. is broke, $37 trillion debt. We need money. Or we could have a Great Depression, another depression. Could last 10, 15, 20 years, like the one that hit in 29. The only thing that brought us out of it really was World War II. Do you want a world war to bring you out of depression? B would be things involving the sun, involving the planet, involving our orbit, a polar tilt, not a shift, but polar tilt. CNN gets this wrong, plus sunspot activity affecting the weather. The sun has a cycle. There's a maximum and there's a minimum, and it cycles through. Sunspots affect the weather. Expect places where there's not as much rain. Weather patterns change a little bit. There's droughts. There's storms, flooding, wildfires, hail, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, tidal waves, or what they call tsunamis. Air travel. You could have something happen, a massive solar burst. Could you imagine planes dropping out of the sky? Lose power? Ships, trains, trucks, the internet, data devices, radios go dark. Massive solar storm, and it's like a electromagnetic pulse from the sun. Everything goes dark, and you wind up back in the 1860s. You wind up back before we had all this technology. Um, my main concern is that is in 1929 people were willing to work and knew how to do it, had good work ethics. Today, nope. That's true. Generation Z with their cell phones, their smartphones, kids and some men don't have a work ethic, aren't willing to do hard work, have few skills. That's true. You hit that one on the head, Enrique. Um, a lot of the NEETs will be either mutant marauders or mental zombie marauders. That's Uncle Al's wording. Generation Z is no education, no employment, no training, just staring at their smartphones. The Zoomer apocalypse, see the Democrats apocalypse. The prepper apocalypse. A lot of YouTuber preppers will die during this time period. Many are one-track mind, will be found dead on the side of the road holding a dead smartphone. I went to trainings when I used to be part of the civil, preparedness group and everything. I was when I was a school administrator, I would go to trainings and I would go to sessions that they would have, emergency management and such. Had a big thick binder with all their codes and all their procedures and such. Periodically would go to our educational service center. The police would be there, the sheriff's department would be there, the DPS would be there, representatives from the state would be there, and they'd have a big get together and they'd talk about, scenarios and what happens or what could happen, or, what to do if there's a problem, or, storm, or, something major happens. Like, where's the command center? And they've got a big trailer pulled by an 18-wheeler that is equipped with all sorts of, they got a PETA grant. It's got all sorts of equipment in it. Yoda, my friend, Dave. Well, Dave, I'm having to give out blue wrenches, but I'm being very discriminatory about what I'm giving out. Trying to be discriminatory about what I give out. And I'm taking your advice. I'm letting the main channel rest for the month of May. So that's where I'm at there. Hopefully it will help to reset things in the algorithm and everything. Gave you standard moderator, Dave. And I appreciate your support and you coming. I should be getting out of school about the time this month is up. I've got 3 more weeks of it. Then I'll be out for about 2.5 months for summer vacation. So, talking about the summer, what could happen. But no, I went through training and they talk about what would happen if the grid went down. There's an EMP, whether it's from a solar storm, a massive solar storm, what they call a Carrington event, or that, say, some little nuclear power that's pissed off at us pops an EMP way up in the atmosphere and knocks out the grid. And how long would people last? No deliveries. What you have is what you have. And there have been projections that inside of 6 months or a year, 90% of the population would be gone. So the population of the United States is like around 350 million. Well, if 90% of the population would be gone, what would that leave? Maybe 35 million people? Think about that. You know, if there was a major situation, um, after a week, 10 days, the hospitals, medical facilities, the ones that have generators, how much fuel do they have? If they can't get supplies, are people going to want to be in there working in a terrible situation? I'm sure some will. A lot of them want to go home and take care of their families. Same thing with law enforcement. You know, and then you start having breakdowns in government, society. You'd have the military trying to protect their bases. They would be focused on, and they've got a certain amount of supplies and such, food, all. And then there are government facilities that are well equipped for years and years, and they can house and keep a certain number of people in bunkers and such. But overall, the general population, what about all the people who take life-sustaining medications? They can't get any more of it. How long will their supply last? What happens when their supplies run out? What about all the people who, they had a week or two's worth of food. They might have had a month's worth of food. Okay, that runs out. What are they going to do? And then you'll have people, scavenging, looting, bands of people getting together, preying on other people. I mean, it'd be quite like medieval. Think about that. No one would be coming to save you. That's right. Little lone prepper. Think about that. 5 in the house, 7 likes. 30, over 30 minutes in. I started about 10 minutes early. Just think about that. Your latest generations, they haven't had the training that we had back in my day. I don't think many of them were involved have been involved with scouting. They wouldn't know how to make a fire. They wouldn't know how to kill and clean and cook something. Think about it. They don't know about medicine, medical supplies. They haven't had any training. They're not educated. Now, country folks, be like the Amish. They just go on. Yep, looters. When I was a boy, there'd be a hurricane. To me, it seemed like there was more hurricanes and storms back when I was young than there are now. And something would happen. There'd be damages, knock out the power lines will be down, electricity's out. And they call out the National Guard. National Guard are armed. They're out there toting rifles that are armed. Shoot looters. They don't play with it. They don't play. Shoot looters. That was the standard orders. All the stuff that, like with BLM and the Antifa and all the crap that's happening, in the blue cities and such. Back in the day, they would clean them out. they would clean them out. They'd shoot them. They might take some of them prisoner, but they wouldn't play with them. They'd have to Google it, right? So, are you ready for the summer? Are you prepared? I am going to try to get back to some of the roots stuff that I've done. I'm going to do videos on how to use camp stoves, different stoves that I have. I'm going to do little short 5-10 minute videos on boiling water, reconstituting freeze-dried food, canned foods. I really should go out hunting and show how to field dress or gut something. It's been so long since I've done that, I'd probably screw it all up. But that's something that you need to have some experience with, or you need to have somebody in your group. If you got a group of people, you need somebody who's a hunter, somebody that knows how to hunt, knows how to clean. You know, it's like, okay, you go out fishing, you catch fish, you know how to clean them, you know how to gut them, you cut their head off, you know, gut them and scale them, you know how to fix them, cook them and everything. Yeah, please hit the like button. It'll help with the live stream. Appreciate that. You know, think about it. It is Friday evening, and I am going to do a live stream tomorrow, hopefully, and I'll do a live stream Sunday on this channel. This is my backup channel. I will try to do a better job of posting it, and I will link some channels that have not come in that normally would. I'll try to link them in the post tomorrow, so that hopefully they'll show up and see I'm using another one of my channel, using my second channel. I've got 2 channels, and like I said, I'm letting my main channel rest for about a month, or the month of an avocado toast tree of the wild, right? Thank you. Food processing, yeah, okay, food processing. You know, it used to be you take stuff to a butcher and have them, you know, take care of it for you. Back in the day, you would rent space in a freezer. You'd have these big freezers where people would go and they'd rent space for what they had. Or, you know, somebody would buy a quarter of, you know, have people go into a cow, that 4 people go together, you know, they butcher a cow up and cut it all up, you know, and they wrap up the meat for you, store it, you know, put it in the freezer, and get a better deal than going out and buying steaks, you know, or buying hamburger meat or whatever. You have them, they'd make your hamburger meat, you know, best quality you can imagine. Back in the days. I mean, I miss the good old days. But, so, I'm at 63 subscribers on my backup channel. I was at 61 when I started this a few days ago or a week ago. Said my goal was to get on my backup channel 100 subscribers between now and the end of the month. If I can get up to about 100 on my backup channel, I don't think I may or may not. I'm sitting at 1902 on my main channel. My numbers are going down because I haven't been posting on it. I have posted several shorts on my backup channel. I posted 2 videos that I had preloaded on private, and I just dropped them. So, if you would, please leave a like and supportive comment on those. I get to 100 on my backup channel, I'll probably do a subscriber giveaway. It'll probably be the same, last 5 videos, please leave a like and support comment. Last 5 videos I will have posted. And I will, in the next 3 or 4 weeks, I will have posted at least 5 videos, whether I get to 100 or not. But so, please leave a like and a comment. I appreciate y'all being here. And at this point, 42 minutes in, 6 people in the house, 7 people in the house, 7 likes. And and I will tell you, I really appreciate those of you who do support me. Yeah, right now I've got 5 videos. I had originally posted over a period of, I started this channel a year ago or so, and I would use it to give watch time to people. I would put a playlist together and I'd run live streams and such to give people watch time. I haven't been doing that recently. And I put up a few videos, like 3 or 4. I guess Ricky said I've got 5 videos up. Well, 2 of them I posted in the last week. And then I've got 20 shorts or so. I put up like 3 shorts recently. Yeah, I saw that video. I watched the whole video. It was very nice. Uncle Al, when I watch your videos, I usually now that we got the timestamp, I'll timestamp it. I appreciate Enrique does that for me. You can see he watched the whole thing. And I'll timestamp it to show you that, yeah, I did watch the entire thing. And I like that video about the, you had a flashlight video where you had an old school flashlight with batteries, and, talked about not using a cell phone because it runs down the battery. Well, I got an extra battery thing or battery charger or whatever, So, well, it'll still, you shouldn't be using it as a flashlight. Shouldn't be trying to use it as a radio because it's not a radio, Yeah, and timestamps help. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you when you do that, Dave. Where are you at right now, Dave? You said you hit 10,000? Uncle Al and I are jealous. I'd like to hit 2,000. But I'm sure you're blessed and you deserve it. Uncle Al deserves to hit his 5,000. 10,926. You're going, son. You're going. And I haven't been over there very much. I haven't been over there very much lately. I truly have not. I have been tired. I've been tired. So I'm at about 45 minutes, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell y'all what I normally tell you. When you get up in the morning, thank God for the day. Take your medication. Say a prayer. The Lord's Prayer is a good one. Drink some coffee. Get right in your head. Get right with the world. Go about your business. And everybody, please have a blessed day, and I will hopefully see you back again tomorrow around 7 p.m. for another edition of this Taco Talk on my backup channel. Thank you, and God bless. Night.